Yeah, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. This is Cracks in Time. I'm your host, Rick. So I just received this fresh off the FedEx truck. It's still hot from being left in the truck all day. I can feel it. I just got it 5 minutes ago. Ready to work on it. It's a G-Shock G-300-3A. This watch came out in 2005. It's an analog digital, as you can see. It has the 3750 module. It's in pretty nice shape. It needs a battery. It needs a cleaning, and then it goes into the collection because this is a cool one, and I like this. I like this model right here. So you can see we have the G300. This series right here. We got various colorways. As you can see, red, bright red, various colors here. It's a very flashy looking colorful series. Yeah, it's cool. It's a nice classy looking G-Shock, a little on the small side if you want to compare it to like a 6900. A little on the small side. Got that stopwatch going. You can see what I'm saying. So let's get right to it, all right? Let's crack this open, swap some batteries, get to cleaning. Now these take a very small, kind of unique battery. I don't want to say unique, but a battery you don't see too often. I've used it in one other watch. It's the SR927W battery. I have two of them here because in the other watch, the GA400, I forget the exact model, the one with the rotary switch, it has two of these. So I don't know how many batteries is inside this thing. Probably just one, because it looks like it's a smaller watch. All right, so let's get going. Let's get crack-a-lacking. This should be fun. I'm looking forward to this one here. This was a auction win. I probably should have looked up the price. I don't remember. I don't want to misquote. I believe it was less than $30. But when I go clean this watch after I replace the battery, I will look that up. And I'm a fool because I'm sitting here yapping, blabbing away, and I forgot to take the straps off. That's what I always do first, So let's do that. Blabbing. Not paying attention here nor there. Damn it. Yeah, those screws are already out. That's what you get for being a moron. All right, let's just get this. There we go. Straps come off. Okay. So now that I've already taken the back plate off, we can, taking the screws off, we can take the back plate off. All right. Everything looks intact so far. There's your spring. Pull that off. There we go. Yep, two batteries, just like I thought. So you need two batteries when you deal with these little ones here. Okay. AC will be, there's no arrow. Is it this or is it that? I guess we'll find out. All right, how am I opening this? All right, I see. Okay. This should be fairly straightforward. Get a little push pin going in there. Right out. Okay. Oh shit. All just saw like a plastic, is that a spacer of some sort? All right, got one battery out. These aren't the easiest batteries to remove. There we go. All right, bad old batteries. Probably been in there for, what did I say this came out 2005? Probably in there 21 years. I know there's a way to see how old the batteries are. There's a Sony battery they put in there. Okay. So let's put the new ones in there. There's one. There's two. Nice. Closes nice and easy. I love when these latches close like that, nice and easy. There we go. So let's do the AC reset. So you see the seconds are already ticking, right? So when I do the AC reset, it'll switch back to 0 when I do a successful one. So like I said, I don't know which one it is. I think it's this right here. So we're gonna try. Five seconds, let's see what happens. All right, it did reset. So the AC reset. Very nice. The module is in there good. All right. So now I've got to get the gasket going. Silicone grease. Let's do that. Right there. Okay, the gasket should be on the other side of this. Holy cow, there's no gasket. There's no gasket. Unless there's one in here that I'm missing. There it is. Most of the time they're stuck to the whatchamacallit there, the back plate. There we go. Okay, let's get some grease going on the fingertip over there, and then grease this bad boy up. Maybe one day I'll get like a inventory of O-rings for different watches, just in case, you know, because some of these are quite old and they get thin. But I gotta be honest with you, I've run my watches, a few of them, maybe like 5 of them, through the pressure test at G-Shock Soho, and they all come out quality. So I don't think I gotta worry about my gasket game. Let's get that back in there. All right, so right after this, I'm gonna take it in, give it a good cleaning, give the straps a cleaning. We'll come back, we'll take a look at the watch. I already like it, man. I already think it's a pretty cool watch. Yeah, a little bit of a false alarm. I forgot to take the bezel off this thing. Again, I'm sitting here blabbing, jibber-jabbering about nonsense. I'm not thinking about the job at hand. I don't understand what's going on with me right now. Yeah, I forgot to take the bezel off. And I already cleaned the watch, but it doesn't matter. You can't clean a watch when you got the bezel on. Oh shit, I don't want to break anything. Gotta be careful. If I break one of these pushers, Your boy's gonna be upset. I can't get this bezel off, man. Try to bring it. There we go. Maybe that way. There we go. All right. Now I can go clean it properly. It's not bad. Not bad for a 21-year-old watch. All right. So it's looking pretty spiffy, if I may say. Let's get that bezel back on. Let's get the straps going. And then we got a very nice addition to the collection. There's the bezel. And it's a little wet, but clean. This watch had a little bit of a stickiness to it, if we're being honest. It looked clean, I don't know. There was a little stickiness. Very nice. Cool. Let's get the straps going. Let's hope these are easy straps. You know, if you watch my, well, through the miracles of editing, I do kind of edit these troublesome straps down to a couple seconds, but sometimes not on. Nice. Oh, no, I spoke to, no. Oh, it's because, okay. Bezel screws. Gotta put those bezel screws in. I forgot to do that. Okay, one strap, one side is in. All right. Let's get the bezel screws going. And here we go. Voila. Let's get it going on the wrist. Get a wrist check going, rather. 6900. Looks like I had that on there pretty tight, actually. You can see the indent of a 6900. But yeah, this is a smaller watch, but it's cool, you know. You could rock this with even with a suit if you wanted to. You could go out to dinner with this. It's real nice. It's not tough solar or anything. I paid $18 for this. So it doesn't need anything else. You know, look at the way the light hits. It looks nice. 18 bucks. New battery. I like the indices. I like the silver indices is nice. I like the jade dial. Oh, I didn't even set it, you know. Usually I set these things. But I didn't do that right now. That's very cool. Let's see what we got here. Let me set it. All right. There it is. Nice and set. So let's check out the modes. You know, it's basic, right? You got your world time. That's cool. It's got the world time on top with the city at the bottom. I like that. Hong Kong. Tokyo, shout out to my Japanese friends. 5:25 in the morning. How you doing? All right. You got your standard timer, your stopwatch. I do like the 2 windows here. That's really cool. 2 windows on the analog digital is really cool. I like that a lot. You got your alarms. Of course, I got to put my signal on. On. There we go. The hands look pretty good. Actually, it shows 326 on the hands, huh? Interesting. So there's got to be a way to do the hands, which I don't really know how to do this. So I broke out the trusty manual. See what I mean? Comes in handy. So it says go to the H set, hand set. Hold it down, and now you can see the time flashing, so that's what I got to set it to, right? So if I hold this button down, there we go. 4. Nice, not bad, not, pretty easy. There we go. 4:29 it says now. And then get out of there. What's going on here? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. I'm sorry. There we go. Now 4:29. Thursday. This is a cool watch. Again, not to harp on it, but I'm gonna check out maybe another colorway or two. It's very cool. Very cheap. You can find them inexpensive. Actually, I've seen these going for about $35 to $45. I got mine pretty cheap. So yeah, that's about it from here. Had a good time replacing a battery, getting a new watch into the collection for under $20. Maybe it inspired some of you to do the same. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. And how you doing?